So this is a game that came out in 2002, and I didn't get a PlayStation 2 until 2004. So I never played this game back when it came out. And now that it's come out on PlayStation 4, I'm going to give it a shot. So let's play the Mark of Kri.
Gather round, all of you who would listen. I have a tale to tell. A story of warriors and kings. A saga of dark magic. A legend of high adventure. Long ago, during the First Age, a series of dark spells were created. One of these spells had the power to bridge our world and the one of darkness. Spell with no purpose but that of destruction. Before it could be invoked,
It's a nuclear bomb.
and broken into 6 separate parts, 6 lines, 6 incantations. The spell, however, was dark and powerful, and not easily destroyed. So instead it was hidden away in a place where none would find it. Scattered about the world in 6 separate locations. 6 different families entrusted with its safekeeping. But men...
I sense that we're going to have 6 different
and time can be the
areas of the
enemy
game.
fear. All too soon we forget how the bee will sting and the fire will burn. As time passed, the families forgot what these marks were for. Mankind dismissed the ancient warnings about these words of power. They were merely stories, tales from a long past time. But the denizens of the world of darkness knew nothing of time.
I'm really digging the art style of this
With
game.
infinite patience they waited. Then, after a
obviously,
millennia, to their dark joy,
The graphics are going to be a bit dated, but
spells were
that sort of thing's never
rediscovered.
really bothered me, so... The most disappointing thing, which you can now see here on the menu, is that they didn't update the game to have widescreen. But that's okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna jump right in.
For years, my master had trained at the side of Baumusu, a noble warrior. He had become a fine swordsman, and his training was now almost complete. But why train if he was to stay in the safety of his home forever? My master was restless. It was time to move on, time to take his first step into manhood. His muscles yearned for action. His heart sought adventure. His sword craved combat.
So one of the crazy things about this game is it's got this really cartoony art style, but it's rated M for mature because it's got bloody violence in it. So... And obviously the textures are, you know, a little bit dated, but I keep trying to move the camera and this is what the right stick does, so I'm sure that's some mechanic I'm not overly familiar with. But it looks sharp. Rendered at 1080p like this, it looks like some...
You want work, huh? I don't
Yeah,
know.
see, that pre-rendered looks a lot
Business
worse.
has been slow lately, boy. People tell me bandits have made our neighboring forest their home. Anyone trying to get here is being robbed, or worse. It's made Baumusu nervous. He thinks it's the beginning of dark times. I think they just need a good kicking before they'll move on to someone else's forest. Baumusu tells me you've become pretty good with that sword of yours. Maybe you could Ah. Well, maybe I've got some other work around here you could do. How about washing down some tables for me, or mopping the floor? Well, maybe you can help Tati clean dishes, or sweep up, or pick up her after her. She's
No, I think I'll go kill people. I don't know if this game has any platforming elements. I'm really bad at platformers, but I'm reasonably decent at action games, so hopefully it's just there's not too much jumping. Head to the door and clear out the local ruins. Well, let's skip training. How hard can it be, right?
Cleaning the floor and washing dishes. Ha! This was not the kind of work my master was looking for. He was young and in search of adventure, freeing the land from murderous bandits. Now that was a job worthy of a warrior. He left that same day, his sword strapped to his back. Kuzo, his spirit guide, scouting the path ahead. The bandits had been terrorizing the local roads for months now. Rao had heard that they were camped out in some local ruins. He had also heard that they were many in number and skilled as swordsmen. Good. Good. My master did not want this to be too easy.
I really like these animated drawing images. I want to say loading screens, even, like that's almost like a loading thing. So the bird flies around. Does he follow me, or is he sort of scripted? I assumed that he was scripted, but it looks like he's actually following me, which is pretty cool. I don't know what this does. I probably should have gone to training. We'll see. So X does a sword, and that's so I can free look with left bumper, inverted controls. Right bumper looks like it's block, and right trigger is a weapons menu, but I don't have any of the other weapons. Okay. Trying to move the camera with this is never gonna get old. Marked by a beam of light is a perch for your bird. It's the L2 button and send your bird to scout dangerous head. Okay. Oh, I see it. He's got red wingtips. That's fancy. I thought he was like a regular raven, but he's probably a blood raven. I think that's a Warhammer 40k chapter of Space Marines. Blood ravens. Left analog stick to look around. Fly to another perch by centering one in your view. Press the L2 button or regain control of Rao by pressing the triangle button. Okay. So I can... Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I can see these guys. And this inverted controls is going to take me a second. I don't usually play with inverted controls unless I'm flying an airplane. And I think... Okay, yeah, that's the one I came from, so I'm over there. So you can get the whole layout here before going in. This looks like it's the last little perch here. Can he steal that? I don't know why it's glinting at me like that. Okay, but I'm back. Oh, that guy has the horn. He can sound the alarm. I think that's what that was. Assign attack buttons. Oh, wow. Point or sweep the right analog stick in the direction of the enemies to assign attack buttons. Press the button that corresponds to the icon above the enemy to strike him, even if you're not facing him. This is going to be super cool. Oh, I accidentally went back into my bird. That was a... They block a lot. Ooh, slow motion finisher. Nice. Health bar appears at his feet when he takes damage. Goes from green to red. Press the R2 button. Or enter and exit the pause menu to check his health, or set rouse health to always show health in the pause menu. Okay. Striking walls will bounce off hard surfaces. I guess that guy died. Not being able to aim the camera manually is a little... I guess I need to remember to use left bumper. I don't know if there's any kind of... Oh, there's a guy. Got a little bit of blood. Makes this an M-rated game. Oh, automatic mantling. Okay, I just pressed the left stick into that and... That's pretty slick, yes. Enter the pause menu to select Bamushu's challenge to view all challenges. Okay. Hold the R1 button to defend against a strike. That makes sense. Okay. So pause menu. Let's see. Use save scroll. Don't have any. Bamusu's challenge. Defend 6 attacks from 6 different enemies. Kuzo to collect save scroll. Moves list. Okay, this is what we need. Huh, okay. This is gonna be a little complicated. What? After pressing the facing button, press A. Press the modifier button to modify the Raosu combo to create new combos. You must have at least one unassigned attack button to do this combo. Okay, so it's just the combos are based on what buttons are available. Okay, that I can see. Oh, I picked up some item that was up here. I'm not sure what it was. And I assume that I don't want to just jump off there. I don't know if there's falling damage in this game, but... I'm gonna assume that I was just supposed to come up here and get that. Oh, auto climbs. I was expecting a button prompt. Okay. And that's the guy sounding the alarm. Okay. Striking wood. Will stick in wood. Okay. That's awesome. It's like the opposite. I was like expecting them to break. Because it's a video game, you break barrels, that's what you do. So it's pretty cool that there's environmental hazards like that based on combat. I was really expecting there to be like a roll button, because I'm used to that in action games. An evasive roll that you can use for positioning, but this doesn't seem to have that at all, which is cool. Rolling's one of those video game things. You don't, like, when's the last time you saw someone fight and they did a roll? Like, it just doesn't happen. People don't do that. It's not very effective or useful. And you have the available attack buttons. Press your next attack button before the current attack ends. Oh, decapitation. Is he gonna yell that every time, or is that because I did it the first time? It is quick though. Is that where I was at before? I feel like it was, but I could be wrong. Might be where I'm going. I think that finisher was unnecessary, but guy gave me some trouble. I kind of wanted to stab him. So I think I can check my health at the pause menu. Nope. There was a button earlier that said I could check health at. That shows it, okay. I'm not sure if I think I have regenerating health, but I wasn't sure. This environment reminds me of like a Tomb Raider game, which is always a good thing. That direction looks like it's practically a secret, but okay. Save found items. Yes. Okay. Can't jump that high, okay. Wasn't sure how high the jump would be when there's no button prompts for climbing and there's no jump button. You kind of just gotta experiment, I guess, to see how far you can jump. These textures actually came out pretty nice, I think, for this is bad. That finisher does knock back other enemies. So finishing off an enemy that's on the ground can stop you from being hit. So I thought maybe that was a rope you could climb, but oh, this is like a save scroll. Okay, so those are like checkpoints, activated checkpoints. Yeah, I have no idea what kind of save system this game has. Like, could be if I run out of lives. It's game over. The combo system in this is interesting because it's based off of buttons that aren't locked onto the guy. So if I hit the other attack buttons when it's not part of the combo, they do nothing. Like usually in games, it's like you have like light attack, heavy attack, and so if I hit the other parts of a combo out of sequence, he still does something. He still does on attack. But here, those buttons don't do anything. So you can't. I'm gonna die. But if you button mash, you end up with nothing. I'm gonna run across here. Oh, apparently I'm not gonna run across here? I don't know what this is. Oh, good. That's exactly what I needed it to be. They don't follow. They have trouble with their pathfinding, maybe? Is that all that was over here? Looks like it. The bushes are not fun. You walk into and you get like stuck. Oh. This is a pretty unique combat system. I've never played a game that had something like this. And you kind of get stuck walking into these. I hear someone. Is this guy alive still? Yup. I don't know if there's any reason to murder guys or leave him alive. I would assume not. This isn't the type of game I would expect to have a system that cared. I guess I'm locked in here now. And it looks like my combo actually retargeted to the last guy after the first guy went down, which is kind of cool. Ooh. Block behind, that was cool. I need to get off this wall. Okay. So let's see if my health regenerates. I'm not sure that it will. It's yellow right now. Tap R2 to retrieve the sword, or hold down R2. Use the left analog stick to. Okay, I already knew about that. So I can just tap it to get it out. That's. I feel like I'm gonna have to outrun a boulder here. Oh my gosh, he saw me from over there. And he's sounding the alarm. Okay, well my health didn't regenerate. Let's get this health pick up. not sure how these guys are coming to fight me. I can jump down there. But if there's not a staircase or a ramp or something, maybe I just won't. So I guess they can't climb. Let's find out if I can't seem to send my bird. There we go. I want to see if he can pick up those items. Seems like no. That might have been the wrong button though. But it's not zooming in on them. Zooms in on him. Okay. I'm gonna jump down here and fight these guys. Okay, I'm immediately regretting it. Oh, wrong button. Save scroll. Into health capacity increase. Oh, I see. I've got multiple health bars there. That's what those are. I wasn't sure what those were. I climbed up the farthest possible distance away from where I'm going. Okay, well, I'm not sure how big these levels are. Guess we're about to find out. Like, I have no idea if it's gonna be like there's a level and there's a boss type of deal, or I guess I just dropped down here. Okay, I can see no falling damage. Got some real reach on that sword. It's handy that these directional attacks aren't limited to the guy you hit. Like, I can hit the circle button, and if the square guy is standing next to the circle guy, it'll hit both of them. Oh, that message I just got, that's from a community that I joined for No Man's Sky that's coming out soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to get No Man's Sky, but it seems like a cool idea. And that guy that invited me, he was someone I met while playing Bloodborne. So normally I would say this is a boss door, but I also am kind of assuming that walking into the water is instant death because this is a video game. But I don't actually know. Oh, so I want to send... You think Captain Birdie here can pull levers? Because that looks like what we need. And he can. Good call, me. Also, I should look up his name. It's probably not Captain Birdie. Oh, that was only one. Oh, there's a lever for me to pull. Okay. Can do that. This is an airlock. Now that is a lot of guys. I need you to... Oh, God. Yeah, this is a pretty cool combat system. I actually got this game just now because I saw the game that's apparently the sequel on here. I forget what it's called. Rise of. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. And I was like, well, that game looks cool. And I looked it up, and it was the sequel to the Mark of Kri, and I was like, well, I might as well play the first one first, right? So here I am. But I was just gonna say, this game has such a cool combat system. I would like to play some other games like it, so hopefully the sequel implements a similar system. You can kind of hit L1 to reset your camera, but it's not a snap process. Like, I'm hitting L1 right now. Well, I mean, I'm facing that way, but that's how fast it reorients. You definitely got a block in this game too. It's not a... It's kind of button mashy, but the fact that you're... I don't know what that was right there. Oh. Unscathed. I wonder what that trophy's for. Do I have a little goatee there? Because that's pretty awesome.
My master returned home in triumph. The neighboring forest had been cleared of bandits, and people were once more free to travel.
I guess I didn't need that health pickup.
Praised Rao's courage. He was a happy man. Soon business would return to normal. Weeks passed, and word of my master's skills as a swordsman spread far. Rao enjoyed his newfound fame. Though the stories were becoming a little exaggerated by his sister, who would recount them to anyone
I doubt
who
it.
would listen.
I just killed like
Soon,
20 people.
Rao's mind began to drift once more in the hope of adventure. He would not have to wait long.
I don't know if that's a goatee or a face tattoo. So is that like a bedroll on his back? Or did he just want a really thick scabbard? Okay, well, I just finished the first mission, and I'm going to take a break now. So yeah, this is the beginning of the Mark of Kri, and so far it's pretty cool. It's got a neat combat system, a neat melee system that I haven't really seen anything like in another game. And despite being 14 years old, I think the graphics, well, I mean, they're, you know, rendered higher resolution than they would have been, but I think the graphics hold up pretty well. So, if you like my video, please like my video and subscribe. Thanks for watching.